Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kiss for Luck. I'm Steve.
I'm Charisse.
And we just wanted to say hello to everybody out there. And we really appreciate the people that are helping us move along our little quest here. And what it really is our quest? Our quest is happiness and positive feelings, because we all know in horse racing, there's a lot of negative people out there that say negative things, and they're not very kind at all. And we are not going to be those people. We are going to be the people that are going to be happy, and we're going to rely on the half full glass theory. And we're going to make sure that we're giving out winners, and we're not making this a job. We're doing this as a hobby, Charisse. Would you?
It's a hobby.
It is. It's a hobby. Sometimes it's a winning hobby, sometimes it's a losing hobby, but it's a hobby nonetheless. But speaking of sometimes we win, let's hear it for Charisse, because last week, first race Del Mar on Friday, she had a $19 winner, Mo Bad. And man, she was Mo Bad, and that was a bad pick, that Mo Bad.
And I'm telling you, I was hot on that horse, and thank goodness, because I'm surprised it paid $19 the way I bet it. But anyway, that's besides the point. I just had a hunch. I love Van Belpar, and this horse, first time out, why not? And boom, winner. I didn't even watch the race live. I kind of got sidetracked. But
well, I sure saw it, and I was rooting her home, and so did our buddy Mike Crutchfield, who, by the way, is still on assignment. This is our second show taping in a row without Mike. We had to tape 2 shows to make up for Mike. That's how important Mike is in our pyramid, as we like to call it, our three-sided
our stool,
our three-legged stool. Yes, Mike's very important, and I hope you're having a wonderful time where you are, Mike, at that undisclosed location. And we'll talk about location. Where are we, Charisse?
We are at Akash Winery in Temecula. We were here a couple months ago with our beautiful daughter, Ashley, son-in-law, Zach, and granddaughter, Madeline May. And we had such a nice time. It's beautiful here, as you can see in my background, some vineyards, and we love it. And they made us feel so welcome. They said, come do your podcast here. We've got plenty of vino flowing, ching ching,
Ching, ching.
ching ching, and we are having a good Thursday afternoon.
You got it. We certainly are. I'm having the Cabernet number 48. Just, you know, that's my choice today, and I think it's very nice. It's not as fruit forward as some of the others that they have here. It's a little more earthy. I think you'll enjoy it if you're an earthy kind of guy. And I am. So, speaking of earth and turf and dirt, oh yeah, by the way, I got to mention that in the introduction, you probably noticed a tractor going by behind Charisse. This is an active vineyard. And sure enough, you're going to see the tractor come back again after delivering a couple of grape containers. And there he goes again. He's busy working. so now you know that we really are serious, that we're not. This is not AI in the background. We're giving you the real deal live from Temecula here on Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon now. Okay, Charisse. Well, let's get on to the handicapping. What do you have for us?
Well, yesterday's podcast that we released, we did Thursday, Friday, Del Mar, Saratoga. So today, for Thursday, we're doing Saturday, Sunday, Del Mar, Saratoga. So I'm going to start it off at Saratoga on Saturday, August 1st. We know it's been nasty weather back there in New York, lots of rain, lots of canceling races. They moved the stakes race from today, Thursday, to Sunday, which will accompany the other stakes race, the Curlin. And it's just a muddy mess out there, but they are positive that they will race during the weekend, on the weekend, probably no turf racing, but here's hoping everyone's safe and lots of winners. So I'm going to go to the 10th race on Saturday, Saratoga. It is a mile and an eighth. It's the Jim Dandy. It's a grade 2 on the dirt. I looked and looked and looked and looked, and I know one of the handicappers, the East Coast handicappers I follow, absolutely loves Chip Honcho. Well, he's loved Chip Honcho since earlier in the year. through the Triple Crown. I'm going to take a stand and I'm going to put number 4 on top. Silent Tactic. Hear me out.
Okay.
Off since March, where he ran at Oaklawn, he ran second in the Arkansas Derby to Renegade. Renegade is also in this race, like him, but I think Silent Tactic, switching to Luis Saez. He's going to come off the pace, which we know Luis prefers to do. I'm going, and then you look at his workouts, solid, nothing to boast about, nothing earth-shattering, but steady. John Oxley owns, Mark Cassey trains. I'm going with number 4, Silent Tactic. At a nice 6-1 morning line, I say win place. And that is it for my Saratoga. But I will go to Del Mar on Saturday. Well, I'm doing the late double Saturday. Starts in the 10th race with the Clement Hirsch, a grade 1, mile and a 16 on the dirt. Yes. I am going to put Almond Joy on top with Kent DeSormo for Aggie Ordonez. Her number 1 go-to, my boy Kent DeSormo. So I am going to use Almond Joy, working consistently. He's won 2 races at Del Mar in the past, and I think she can, do this again. But I'm not going to single. I'm going to use Bank Shot right next to Almond Joy. Adrian Escobedo rides for Ryan Hansen. You know, anyone who knows me knows I love that combination. I'm also going to use 1,000 Miles. My favorite, one of my favorite trainers, Van Belvoir, calls Edgar Payeras, who is doing well. After his incident last weekend, he was released to ride Tuesday, so he will be in the irons on 1,000 Miles. I am going to pass on Seismic Beauty.
Oh boy.
I know people are saying that it's Bob Baffert. I don't believe in this horse in this race, but I am going to use Mia on the outside. Micah Husbands for Sappy Joseph. How can you beat this duo, right? Anyway, I'm going to go with those horses, but I am going to single in the second leg of the double, the 11th race, number 1, Fausto. Armando Ayuso riding for our favorite, our friend, Bob Hess Jr. It's a maiden claiming 50, which he ran very nicely the last time out at a little bit longer distance. I think Ayuso's going to get him out, position him, and make a run on the stretch. Lights out. Number 1, Fausto, and that will be a $5 double for each. So I think my bet will be a whopping $20.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is Del Mar, the late double, and we're going
Late double.
3, 4, 7, 9 with the 1. Okay.
One last pick. Los Alamitos.
Oh boy.
And I will be texting this to Chappie and Skip on Saturday morning, of course. They always ask me for a Los Al nighttime pick, which has been hot and cold. Skip and I have an ongoing beer martini bet going, but
sure do.
I'm going to go Saturday night, Los Alamitos nighttime. I'm going to go to the 3rd race. I'm going to single in double early pick 4, number 2. And I know I've used this horse before. Eboks Dream Girl. Dropping to 5,000, of course, by Stay Thirsty. How I love horses by Stay Thirsty. But I think this mare is going to do it at this lower level. Angie Aquino and one of her top riders, Alcala in the irons. Go 12-1 morning line. I don't think we're going to see anything near 10-1. But number 2, Eboks Dream Girl, second race, Saturday night, Los Alamitos.
All right, race number 2, Eboks Dream Girl. Yep, she's ridden that horse herself a couple of times trying to get it home. So Charisse really loves that one. So we'll go with it. Oh yeah, by the way, last week I hit the first 2 legs at Saratoga in front of Mike's pick 5, if you recall that.
Yep.
And that was kind of cool. Mike could not connect the dots, but it was a tough one. And as it normally is at Saratoga and Del Mar, you're not getting any $100 payouts on those pick fives. They are normally with commas. So that's kind of the way it works. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I will go Saturday at Del Mar. Let's start off with that. I'm going to do the late $3 pick three. I love this wager. It is a fun wager for me. And I have some opinions here. So here come my opinions. The first race in the ninth is a 5 furlong turf race, optional claiming 20. And I talk about optional claiming 20s all the time because optional claiming 20s can be a very dicey group of people, or horses, I should say. Well, people are horses, right? Yeah. So it can be a very dicey group of horses because the ones I always stay away from are the ones that continually run the optional 20s. Because when they run the optional 20s, that means that maybe they're not as confident in their horse. It's a low-level optional claimer. There goes our buddy in the background again. So it's a lower level optional claiming race, lowest you can go. And when you see a bunch of people that put their horses in there, that means they were able to somehow break the maiden, and then they want to keep their horse around, so they throw horses in there. Well, I'm not going to use those horses. So in the first leg of the pick three, I'm going to go the number 2 Owl by Neil Drysdale, and I use those on board. He's won one on that already. And number 3, Ballybon Gig, and that's Isidro Tamayo, and that guy, Edwin Maldonado. This is 5 on the turf, remember? And you know Maldonado, what he's going to do, send, because he loves to do that. So I'm going to start this this show off in my pick 3 with the 2 and the 3 in the first leg. In the second leg, it's the Clement Hirsch. Charisse and I are different in most of our picks on this one. So I am going to give you my picks and the reason I pick them. The Clement Hirsch, grade 1, nice race, $400,000 race, always a good group of horses in here. It's fillies and mares, breeder and up. I am going with the shippers. That's what I'm going to do. I think that in the past, when you have a dirt race, there was always that philosophy. The dirt races, if they are going from west to east, bet them. If it's turf, they're going east to west, bet them. Well, now we don't have the stock we did in the past out here, so I don't care about any of that anymore. I think they have better horses back east in a lot of respects, so I'm betting the back east horses. I'm going to put the 1 in there, Chasin, and that's Brad Cox and Judd Mott. They're shipping this baby out. So I'm going the 1, I'm going the 5, Majestic Oops. And that's Phil D'Amato, Rosario on board for that one. That's coming from Churchill Oaklawn. And I am putting You Know Me in there. And that one also came from Aqueduct Belmont and Caneland. So my horses in that middle leg are going to be the shippers, the 1, the 5, and the 9. In the final leg, the 11th, it's maiden 50, mile and a 16th turf shoot race. This is a very interesting race, very, very interesting in a lot of regards. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same theory I used with the optional claiming 20. I don't like guys that have been toiling in the maiden 50, maiden 20, maiden 25s. I'm going to pick the 4 After Dawn, ran once for Dick Mandela, Ricky Gonzalez on board, was very average in its debut. But you know what? I don't care. Gained a lot of knowledge there. And it was a homebred for $12,500 out of Frosted. So at 50 grand, if they win and get that purse money, purse is 40 grand, so they end up getting 70 grand on the deal. Bye-bye horse. So I think it's very well placed. I like the 4 After Dawn. The 7, Like and Subscribe. This is a shipper from Oaklawn and did okay at Oaklawn, but again, he's coming out here. And what's he doing though? He's hopping on turf. He went with Oaklawn, which doesn't have turf, so you've got dirt there. But Kitchingman is a very good turf trainer, so I think the 7 has got a really good shot. And if we connect these dots, I'm going to use the 4 and the 7 there. If we connect those dots, we're going to put a comma in there because at $3 increment, I don't think everybody's got my horses. So we will have all these selections, of course, down below, like we always do. All right. So what do I do? What am I doing here next? I have gone to Saratoga, and this is Saratoga. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone here. I've got so many past performances up. You know, you just kind of wonder what you're doing here. What is my next one? Yeah. So it's going to be Saturday, the early pick 5. So let's go to that one. Saturday, the early pick 5, and what I did here was, if I could find it, it's the first, right, dear? Okay.
First through the fifth.
Got so many PPs up on my iPad here. It just makes you wonder. No wonder I don't have any room and I can't find anything. I've got too many PPs up. Okay.
Excuse me, watch what you say.
Hey, it's a family program. Okay, let's go to that early pick 5. I got a $90 ticket here. Now, but I think we can get some value out of this. Saratoga pick 5, Del Mar pick 5. You better get value out of it because you normally do. So the first leg is maiden special weight 115K inner turf. I'm doing the 1, 2, 3, and the 5. I don't like the 5. The 5 is an 8 to 5 morning line horse. Mark Cassie, Rad Ortiz. Rad's been on this horse twice, hasn't won. Lost by a length, lost by 5 lengths, and getting a little bit better each time, but still lost both times. So I'm not sold on it. So I'm backing it up with the 1, 2, 3. And it's Alvarado, Jose Ortiz, and Pratt on the other 3 horses. You know, you got to play jockey sometimes, and I did on that one. Second race is on the dirt, 6 furlongs, maiden special weight 115. I went the 3 Lucky Penny, the 4 Valora, love that horse, 7-2 with those ARTs, and the 5 Cyber Baby, Miguel Clement. I think those are the only 3 that I really feel good about. The 3, by the way, Lucky Penny, George Weir is 23% first-time starters, so you can't ignore him. The third race, I'm going to make it simple. I like the 6. I'm betting the 6. I'm singling the 6. Reasoned analysis, Chad Brown and Clarovich Stables. Yeah, you might know those guys. They've got a couple of horses. The 4th race, we've got maiden special weight 115 again. How crazy is this, right? 3 of the 4 races are maiden special weight 115s. Insane. Oh, I take back 4 out of 5 are. But that'll be coming up soon. So the 4th race, I've got the 1 Subjugation, Asmussen and Jose Ortiz. The 4 Chief of Staff with Danny Gargan and Luis Saez. And the 9 Dream More, Fletcher and Pratt. And that's a $1.5 million purchase at a gun runner. Yeah. So they're dreaming more with a $1.5 million purchase. Good luck on your dreams there, folks. And the 5th race to finish this thing off is 6 furlong on the dirt. Same thing, maiden special weight 115. We've got the 1 Charlotte's Beach, which is Cassie and Carmouche. Ran nice and even its first race, so I think it has reason to improve. The 2 Judy's Rockhead, Belmont and Alvarado, is the first time starter. I love the works. Everything's clicking. The 4 Fair Practice, Chad Brown and Clarovich. Once again, those guys are back and ready to roll. The 6 Wina. I don't know if it's Winona, but it's Wina. Maybe. I guess Winona might have been taken. So the 6 Wina is Brad Cox and Rad Ortiz. And I put in the 7. Virab Hadrasana. Virab Hadrasana. All right. I mean, you try to pronounce it. Good luck. That is a trainer, Kenan LaRose. Not a whole lot of horses in that barn, but 2 for 8 already. So I think, the person spots them in the right spots. Saratoga on July 16th ran a 59-4 bullet work. So you can't ignore that.
Well, excuse me, but you need to be familiar with the name Kenan LaRose. We have a piece of a horse with my racehorse. He took over for who in the Midwest? He turned in his training license. Anyway, Kenan took over, and we have a horse by the name of Doctorate that is training up to his first race. He had a little bit of a setback this week. So he's going to be turned out for a bit, but I can't remember the name of the trainer that retired. Oh well.
Well, Kenan LaRose. Let's hope we're not talking about Lucas, because you never know, though. I mean, well, that's definitely retiring. And, let's call it what it is. Anyway, so that's the end of my ticket there. It's a pick 5. It is $90, and
Tom Amos.
No, Tom Amos. Okay. So, yeah, that's interesting. Tom Amos quit, and then now TVG and everybody is rolling up their doors. I wonder if he's going to be an in-house handicapper for one of the tracks. Probably. He's good in front of a camera. Anyway, so that's our picks for today. We're gonna wrap this baby up on the patio of Akash Winery here in beautiful Temecula. And I'd like to thank our hardworking tractor guy that's been delivering those bins of grapes back and forth. We caught him just at the right time. Maybe we should have inquired as to when his lunch break was, and we could have used that time. But you know what? It makes it more authentic. So anyway, like I said, we're going to put a link to Akash Winery in the description here. And please come on down. You'll really enjoy it. They've got a wonderful patio, indoor, outdoor facility. They've got little snacks inside, bagged snacks and little
jewelry.
And jewelry. They do have jewelry. Absolutely. And it's a really nice place. I think you'll truly enjoy it. And I'm glad we picked Thursday to come here because we've been here before on a Saturday. A little bit busier, but that's Temecula for you. Anyway, anything to add, Charisse?
No, don't think we'll be at any tracks. Today, Thursday. I know Del Mar's getting ready to start in about 20 minutes. I want to wish our friend Chris Victor, who was on the podcast with us yesterday, all the luck with his Miss Kona. And he texted us late yesterday. His other horse, the name escapes me, is running on Sunday at Del Mar. We were going to try and get out there, but we were sidelined. We have a day with our Ashley and Maddie while our son-in-law is hard at work. But we'll be watching from home and supporting him. And let's give Chris Victor Vic's Paddock Picks 2 wins. One today, Thursday, and one on Sunday. So
and that's American Glory.
American Glory.
Yeah, he's running that horse. He said there wasn't a whole lot in the book that would fit his conditions in the second half of the Del Mar meet. So onward and upward, let's go team. Anyhow, once again, we'd like to thank Akash, and certainly we thank all of you for listening and paying attention to what we do out there and all the subscribers that we have. And if you could tell a friend about us, that'd be great. Again, positive vibes here, and we just want to make it happy and fun for everybody because we love racing for what it is, the happy, fun part. And that's what you're going to get here at Kiss for Luck. And until next time.
Good luck, everybody.
Goodbye, all. Have a good time, and let's win big.